If you guys remember in a previous video, I talked about dipping my toes into the role-playing community. Well, a couple weeks ago, actually the night prior to Halloween, Kazif had reached out to me while I was on stream about a quest. Now, we talked a little bit about this quest previously, but this time it was time to actually do the thing. And so at this time, I'd like to invite you. I'd like to invite you to close your eyes and let your mind drift off to another world. A world of role-playing with the Outlands community, specifically the Vile Guild. Now, once you've got your mind right, sit back, grab yourself a beer, and let's do some role-playing. First off, let me start off with a little bit of backstory. This entire thing started when a mysterious letter carrier appeared out of nowhere. Literally, just poof, out of nowhere. He handed me the note, and in this note, it basically had said that Cal Mithralforge was missing. Now, here's what we know. Lord Mithralforge was the lord of a successful mining company. Me, being a blacksmith by trade, I knew the reward for his son would be very fitting for my merchants. Previously hired mercenaries went looking for him, and they never returned. They did, however, send word of his whereabouts. Therefore, I knew it was dangerous, and also the detective work was already done. I was told it needed to be a solo mission, and as to not spook the ones holding Cal into retreating, and then being back at square one, not knowing exactly where Cal may be. Finally, a letter came during one of our streams, and that actually gave me the exact location of 90 degrees, 31 degrees, 110, 6. After trying to learn the whereabouts of these coordinates, fellow adventurers in chat let me know it was the Lair of Eternal Darkness. Thank you so much, guys. As I entered the lair, I thought maybe if I was under the void aspect, I would be able to barter or reason Cal's way out. Upon finding them and telling them my intent, I was greeted with a scowl and an evil grin. At this point, I knew there was no intention of letting me walk out freely with Cal. I was told my soul was to become one of loss, and as this drow in front of me loaded his crossbow with glowing bolts, finely crafted spider-shaped tips. He took a crossbow bolt into the shoulder and quickly casted reactive armor as he delved into the shadows, preparing for his next strike. Now, being a master of poison, I whispered those incantations and prepared for whatever awaited me. After a quick, bloody battle, my poison took him out while he hid in the shadows. Upon bringing him back from the void, I was told Loth would have my soul, and at the same time, yet another came from the shadows to try and capture my soul for Loth. I quickly dispatched of whom I would later find out to be one named Snagrock Darkguar. Again, bringing him back from the void and threatening to burn the entire temple down brought no success of information. I started to explore the temple, and after some time, I was able to find Cal Mithralforge sitting in a cell. Clothes stained with dirt and waste, he'd obviously been down here for some time and suffering from hunger and dehydration. Cal was terrified and pleaded that I don't hurt him as I opened the door. Sadly, he was chained up, but upon further investigation of the captive's belongings, I found a key that unlocked the shackles that bound him. Cal, beaten and bloody, limped his way out of his cell. Then Cal screamed as he heard another drow coming. After yet a third fight with another drow, I decided to bring him back from the void after vanquishing him. Finally, I was allowed to leave the lair with Lord Mithralforge's son. On the way out, Cal realized his father's chest was missing. I had to decide whether to keep it or give it back. Obviously, we gave it back, but in the end, we were told to keep it anyways for payment. Inside was an Averite resource map and a large amount of iron ingots. Upon reaching Prevelia, I took Cal to the King of Prevelia in order to secure Cal's return safely. Cal advised us that he doesn't remember much, therefore we decided to bless him with a cunning spell in hopes of him remembering. After the king kept standing in our way and interrupting our conversation, I was finally able to make out that Cal has a problem with falling asleep at the inn and waking up captured. This being a reoccurrence, I knew our adventures with Cal were far from over. After all that, I couldn't help but wonder, what do you think the infatuation from the followers of Loth, the drow, is with Cal Mithralforge? Is it simply just a, easy, high target ransom person? Or is it something more? Are they hoping to eliminate him so that when Lord Mithralforge dies, they can actually swoop in and take over all those mining resources? Or, by chance, they kept saying that the soul of Cal Mithralforge would be lost? Is it by chance the fact that they are trying to take over Cal Mithralforge so that when he does become of age, then the entire mining company is theirs for further gain? You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. And with that, I'd like to really thank Kazif from the Vile Guild. You have been extremely welcoming and allowing me to participate in these role-playing events. I've really had a blast doing them. And to you guys out there, thanks for watching this. Make sure you like it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thank you to the channel members, the Patreons, all you guys. Very, very cool. If you guys want to join the Vile Guild in any role-playing capacity whatsoever, make sure you reach out to Kazif or somebody in the guild itself. Let them know some of your ideas, come up with a backstory, and join in on the fun. I gotta tell you guys, this role-playing community is extremely welcoming and they are tons of fun to play with. So with that, Kazif and Vile Guild, here's to you guys. Today, the beer of the day is dedicated to you. It is Sea Dog Brewing Company, a little blue paw. They call it ale with natural blueberry flavor. I chose this one because lately I've been back out on the ocean. The ocean's been a lot of fun for me. As always, it's dangerous. The NPC boats are a lot stronger now, but they're also much more rewarding. So I would strongly urge you guys, if you've thought about boating, check out one of those videos, get into it, as it's a lot of fun. But, Vile, Kazif, Skull. You can smell the blueberry as it's going. That's tasty. Can't really taste the blueberry. Well, a little bit, a hint. But you can definitely smell the blueberry. Guys, Pwnstarr Gaming out.